3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, what's up guys? So I'm going to bring in a character that I worked on while I was in Cape Cod. I'm going to bring him in over into the scene. Let's bring him in first. Let's actually switch this to Eevee. Switching to Eevee on Blender makes it a lot easier to just kind of see everything, even though it looks bad. So let's import GLTF, downloads, buggy. And this is a character that I just kind of doodled. I'm always like doodling characters. And I love to bring him into Blender and kind of just give him life. So for me, it's kind of just like a new way to blend. I'm gonna hit Control period so I can bring down this, hit Control period again. So now the pivot point is at the bottom. So I can use scale and I can make him bigger. And I don't have to change the, I don't have to find the center of the, or the surface of the cylinder. I might get rid of some of these little characters in the back. I don't really need all of these. Well, maybe I'll just get rid of these little plants. Check out my tutorial where I make these little plants. Maybe I'll just keep them. You know what I'll do? Maybe I will make them. What color is the background? The background is beige. So maybe I'll just make these beige. I kind of like having like something in the background, but we'll see. Maybe I'll make this beige too. Make these little planties beige. All beige everything. Even the little, there we go. So I'll make all of these beige, and then what happened to the, oh, there we go. So then I can kind of adjust it a little bit later if I want. What color do I want to make this? Make it light yellow. Okay, so first, right off the bat, he's very greasy. Oh, I don't think I did smooth shading. Gotta smooth shade everything. I wish there was like an auto smooth shade. I think that's everything. So these I want to make rough, just black, but roughness. I don't want any glare on that. This we will put the roughness up as well. Let's make him nice and soft. That's better. And that'll be nice juxtaposition to these teeth, which we will make nice and glossy. They don't have to be uber glossy. And maybe we'll change the color a little bit. Let's go RGB. Oh no. Why am I not just on the teeth? What are we doing? Oi. Alright, pause. Because apparently I had grouped the body and the teeth. So I had to bring him in again so I can have that separation. It's annoying. I tend to do that often. Like a dum-dum. So I got to do Control period again so I can bring the pivot point down to the level with his feeties. Control period. I'm on a Mac, by the way, so probably different than what most people are using to do 3D, but you gotta do what you gotta do, baby. All right, so where was I? So all of this stuff is good. Oh, that's what I should do, shade smooth. And you know, actually, I want to go back to when I made him bigger. So now everything is selected, so I can shade smooth it, and I can go up here and I can add a collection, And I should be able to just drag everything into that collection. And this should just be Buggy. We're going to call him Buggy. Even though he's kind of like a turtle, we're just going to call him Buggy. What are all these? Oh, these are the flowers. Oh. In the bushes. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's take a look at his feet. It looks like he's a little too high up. He is. So now I can just go to Buggy and select the objects. I wish I could just hit down and it would just go down a little bit. I hate that I have to drag it down. I can't tell if it's still on the... Sometimes it's so hard to tell if two surfaces are touching or if they're too high. Okay, it looks like they're touching, so it looks like it should be okay. Alright, so now back to where we were. So I'm going to tap on him and raise the roughness. Make him nice and soft. These are going up too, nice and rough. Teeth are going to be less rough. And actually what I was trying to do before is change this to RGB. That way I can go ahead and add a color. Just want to make them a little more teethy color. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a subsurface for those teeth. They're looking a little blue already, so I'm going to bring that blue down. I see some blue here as well. I don't know why the blue is always so prominent. Maybe I'll just take it all out from here. Tongue. I really need to get like a tongue texture. That would be great. The only problem with Blender is everything is so convoluted. Like I like the Blender Kit thing. Like there's a lot of textures in Blender Kit. I think this was free, I believe. And there's a lot of materials. And there's category. Oh, actually, let me search for like tongue. Tongue material. Oh, this is like a procedural tongue. Let's try that. And it looks pretty good, actually. Oh, that looks better. The only problem is like it's so convoluted that like I wish I could change the colors if I wanted to, but I don't know how to do that. It's probably not that difficult, but it's difficult for me. It's really, really hard for me. I can't do it. So I don't know, sometimes I want to put a clear coat on things. I don't know why. I don't fully get the clear coat. Because I don't really see a difference right now when I'm farting around with it. Anyway, we'll leave it. I think the toes are separate, so let's make those rough as well. I like that. I should have colored in the back of the mouth, though. Why didn't I color in the back of the mouth? It looks unfinished. I might have to bring in a new one. I really might. I wonder if I can like pin this somehow. I wonder if I can star it. No. Animal and tongue. Okay. All right. I might bring in another one. We'll see. All right, so I'm back in Nomad, and I want to make those changes because it just looks unfinished. It looks too unfinished. I'm going to turn the lights on. Turn this off. Turn post-process off. Maybe turn this down a little bit, just so everything moves nice and smoothly. So, also, I just did all of that, and I'm contemplating. I just want to see how different this looks. And it still looks the same. So if I wanted to make this cleaner, I would have to, is this still a layer? No, I don't think it is. I think it's fine. So the issue was the mouth. So I'm just going to add a new layer and just name it inside mouth. And we're going to make it sort of regular inside mouth colors, I think. Something like that, rough. I don't want too much glare. So maybe we'll start there. So let's paint. Maybe this thing still has some symmetry. No, it doesn't look like it does. Oh, maybe it does actually. All right, so let's try to paint in here and see what we get. Is that a shadow? I think that's a shadow. Just a little bit in front of those teeth. I don't know why I'm like losing my voice today. It looks pretty good. I can't think of ways to do tutorials when I just don't have like quiet. It's very difficult to do. That actually looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go over it. I'm gonna make a new layer. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Add layer and over mouth. So I want to do over mouth, and then I just want to get, I guess it's this color. I feel like the lips should be this color, or the area right behind. Okay, that seems right to me. So now I'm going to go back to inside mouth, and I'm going to grab this color again, only we're going to go darker and more rough. So we're going to go darker and really, maybe we'll even use smoothie poo, which is just smooth with zero intensity. And we can kind of just blend this in a little bit. I think that looks good. So I think that's much better. These teeth still separate. Excuse me. So I think that looks much better. I don't think I can do anything with Din Topo, but let's try. So if I use dynamic topology really small for painting, and then I grab this color. Oh, I don't think I turned it on. Let's turn it on. Let's bring the detail up. Oh, I have symmetry on. It's pretty clear. Let's grab this color now. Okay, while we're here, we might as well, I always say might as well clean that up. Oh, I should just use symmetry. You know what, I should definitely just use symmetry. I'll probably just go back and forth with these two colors. Okay. One thing I did see when I was just now when I was in Blender, oops, is this I could kind of see. The edges didn't look that sharp. I think everything else looks pretty good. Yeah, I think everything else looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. Do I want to save this? I think so. We'll just... I'm a little bit nervous to save things because, you know what, I'll just save as. So I'll do save as. So now I can go ahead and lower these. So now I can bring these back over. This is the third time we're starting again. But it's worth it though, because the mouth has to be right. GLTF, boom, bam, send. Okay, back. Let me move my microphone. So, again, hopefully this will be the last time. It's hard to know. Hard to know. Shade smooth, remember that. Move the pivot down. Oh, I think I hear some more raccoons already. There's so many raccoons. They must be trying to like fatten up or something. There's just so many of them. They're just crawling around. Oh, okay, let's get that tongue action. That was weird. That looks good. This looks more clear. That worked. So that really helped. So I think sometimes I want to decimate to bring it over into Blender and stuff like that, but it really affects the look of it. So you know what? I'm just not going to do it. I'll just have to figure out other ways to maintain my space. You know, Blender files are huge. So let's make this rough. Nice. Make this rough. Oh, and you know what else? You know what's making it really a lot easier is because I'm using Eevee too. So that's really helping. Let's do a nice subsurface on this. Don't mind if I do. Do a nice little subsurface action. Get them feeling a bit more real. Let's roughen these little toesies up a little bit. Ooh, the teeth. That's right. What did we do? We changed this to RGB. Oh, I didn't change this to... I should save this as buggy. Otherwise, it'll crash and I'll be upset and I'll have to bring it in again. And that doesn't count. So let's move the color up a bit and move it a little bit towards yellow. Okay, maybe a little less saturation. No, we can go. That's actually good. So let's do a nice subsurface color. Like so, and then we'll go like this. We'll make it a little more shiny. A little clear coat. Never hurt nobody. Okay, that looks good. Let me just save. That looks good. Let me take a look at the feet. Looks like they're touching. I forgot his little shell back here. We'll make it a little more rough, but I like a little bit of gloss for the shell. I wonder if there's a nice shell texture in here. Let's do animal. There probably isn't. Let me delete this. What does this look like? Can't even see it. They're supposed to show me. What are you doing? Anyway, I guess it's not meant to be. So we have the shell here. I think the shell looks pretty good. I don't think I really need to do anything with it. It's a nice little scene. Let's take a look. Oh, you know what? I meant 0. Zero's what I wanted to be looking at. Okay, that looks good. It's framed pretty good. So the only thing that I'm seeing that I may want to change is, what do I want to change? I think I want to change the background. I don't know if I like it this color, this beige. It might be just a little bit too saturated. I kind of like that better, actually. And I don't know about this light. Why is it zooming right into his mouth? I don't understand that. That is just beyond me. I guess I don't mind this little light here. It's kind of nice, giving off this little yellow glow. Let's make this beige. You know what? Maybe it's a little too rough. I'm trying to figure out what I'm not liking about it. Also, I don't think I'm too crazy about this, if I'm honest. Oh, and I should have grouped all this stuff to make it easier for myself. I think that's everything. I don't have a new, I don't. And I wish when you added the collection, it would automatically go to it. That would be super helpful. Buggy. I think that's everything. Oh no, it is not. Shell. This part of the shell. Bring those up. Oh, come on, let me go to it. This is like another pet peeve of mine is trying to get to my folders because it just moves too fast. Like there's no like steady way to just move it a little bit. And it's quite irritating, but that's life, I suppose. Could do gray. Gray might look nice too. If we change. White is kind of nice. White. Let's see how dark the scene. Oh, the scene is. Oh, I can probably lighten the scene this way. Yeah, my scenes are usually quite dark, so maybe I'll just lighten it up. I do like a nice dark scene, but so I think I want to, these lights are okay, but there's no, and this is, I changed this, it's not an area light. This is an area light, but where is the light? Is it way up there? Jeez. Why is this so big? Size. Is it, are all these just that small? That was so strange. All right, I don't think I want, I don't know if I want this platform. Maybe I'll just make it lower. I'll take buggy and select all objects. And I'll move that down. Okay, the toes. I'm glad I saw that. That's the kind of annoying thing that I don't notice. And of course, it's going to make it very difficult for me to move it into the folder. Let's see if I just go up really slowly. Okay, that worked. That was a bit better. Select objects. So we'll put the toes. Okay, that's the scene as it stands right now. Might be a little too bright, and I think it's a little out of focus actually too. So let's go to the camera. And let's do depth of field. F-stop is pretty high, so let's just adjust. That looks pretty good. Still a little bit out of focus. That looks good. I think that looks good. Just let me zoom out without moving to orthographic or perspective. What is this? Bush bark. Interesting. I want to change all these to bush bark. All these little bottom pieces. Not beige, bush bark. Let's change this to beige. It's kind of nice. I don't think I want these glowing. Oh, we'll use white flesh. I don't know what actually color that is, but I seem to like it better. Because now that the scene is bright, the glow doesn't really, it's not really doing anything. I do like dark scenes, but bush, no, do I want to do bush bark? Or do I want to do white flesh? Let's make this. I kind of like that little bit of a difference. I kind of like that. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm happy with the lights. I wonder if I can unfocus it or focus it a little bit more. Let me go back to the Oh my! Someone please tell me why it does that. That makes absolutely no sense. Why it would do that when I'm just trying to get to the camera. Stop being a butt monkey. All right, let's press 0 again. And let's just take a look. Oh no, I didn't want to mess with the focus distance. Oh good, this isn't really doing anything, oddly enough. I wanted to do the f-stop. I wanted it to focus a little bit more on everything. And I want his toes to be in focus, so there we go. That's better. That's better. So the only thing now is, do I want to add any sort of, oh, stop doing that. Just let me scroll out a little bit. What is your major malfunction? I know people have mentioned it, but it's just like everything is so convoluted. You can't just like do anything simple. Everything is like everything is difficult. Why? So let's make this 50. I don't even know if you can see it. Oh, I can see it a little bit. What if this is a little bit more blue here? $500. Oh, that's too blue. Okay, never mind. We'll give him a little bit more there. It'd be kind of nice if I had some sort of rim lighting. Would be kind of nice. But I actually don't have like a source for it, so I think it'll be fine. One last look. I just want to see how rough I have these, and do I want to make them a little bit more glossy? We'll make them a little bit more glossy. Okay. Okay. I think this looks cool. So I'm going to save, and I'll leave you with the render. Let's start to render this out. Oh, let me take it off of. Maybe I should just leave it at 500. I think I have it at 1,000. I can't even find it. Oh, I'm on Eevee. Oh, I forgot I'm on Eevee. I have to go to cycles, make sure everything looks good. It's too bright in cycles. Oh, I forgot. That's the problem with Eevee and cycles, is like everything reacts differently. Maybe it's not too bright. No, it definitely looks too bright. This light definitely looks too bright. So firstly, it might be just this. Let me see if I can bring the strength of the light down some. I do like that. And what are these? Oh, those are the lights. I was wondering what those lines were. Let's bring this back up to 1. And let's turn these lights down. So this is the area. Yeah, that's very bright. So let's definitely take this light down to like, let's try 100. Let's try it without anything. Let's try this without anything. Oh, that's really bright. Let's bring this down to like 500. Maybe, actually that's not bad. I like that. Let's get rid of this though. There's no glow here anymore. So let's just get rid of this light. Let's make sure there's no lights. Any light that I turn off, I want to make sure that it's also turned off here, because that is a killer. Okay, this all looks good. Issues with the, and I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does this. Let's make this let's make it C Tiffys. I'm just doing C so I know it's easier to get to when I'm like looking over here. I can just go to the top and it's right there. Okay, this blue, why? Why so blue? Oh, actually this isn't even it. That's not even what I'm thinking of. It's these I'm thinking of. If I get rid of them all, what happens? That's my real question. So what if I make this like really red and dark? I don't know. I guess now is not the time to speculate. We'll just leave it as is. And I'll just hope that that's fine. Hopefully it'll be fine. I think the lighting looks good. I think I'm happy with everything. I think it looks good. All right, so let's save this. Let's do a quick test render. Oh, actually, let's do a test render. And just make sure everything looks okay. We only get to see half of it, but it's better than nothing. Everything looks good. Oh yeah, it looks good. So I'm gonna put it on 1,000. Or maybe I'll just put it on, I don't know. It's so hard. It takes so long when I do it at like a higher number. That's my only thing. But I only want to do, I would be nice to just do it once. So that's like my hang up. Because I only want to do it once. So we will, you know what we'll do? We'll do 650. We'll do 650. All right, so I'll leave you with this final render, but make sure you check out my Skillshare classes. I am now a top teacher. I'm gonna be making a bunch more Skillshare classes, so make sure you follow me there. You can see all my classes at drugfordave.com. Make sure to like, follow. Likes are really important. That's all I ask for is support by giving me a like, giving me a thumbs up, and maybe saying what's up in the comments. All right, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I will see you all in the next video.